did work. Her brother, Nick, is a doctor, born and raised in Goshen, went to Graham School High School, is really good, community-minded people. We really shouldn't forget Rich and his sister, what they did to the community. It's really, as I know now, he's a friend of yours, he's a friend of mine, and just a great, great person. And I want to let that pass.
That reminds me, I wanted to ask, what is the cost of donating? What is the cost of the equipment? And do the cars all have defibrillators in them?
I don't know the answer to your first question. I did ask the chief this last time this happened, when it happened to another different piece of donation, similar, same equipment but donated by someone else. It is several thousands of dollars.
Under 10?
Under 10, but probably more than 3. Yeah, so probably close to that 5 to 10 range. Yeah, not an inexpensive piece.
How many pieces does the village have at this point?
I have the answer to that. I don't know.
I would assume they're on hand for all large public gatherings like the...
The fire department has them also in the firehouse.
How many does the fire department have, John?
I think they have one in each fire department. They have 3. They might have one, they have at least 3, let's say.
Does that mean that every time there's a call that goes out, there's one on the major?
Yes, one on each major piece of apparatus.
The reason I was pushing on numbers, not to be pesky, but just wondering how many more pieces of equipment might be needed, and if people are willing to step up to the plate, what is the need?
We'll find out for you.
Any further questions? Okay, I need a motion for adjournment. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Okay.
Sorry, you gotta be verbal too.
Okay. Could you tell us what might have been applied, if anything, to the brick sidewalk out here outside of Village Hall? And if something has been applied to it, is that being applied to all of the brick sidewalks in the village? And if so, what is it? Well, I noticed the grass on each side of the sidewalks are dead, so that would lead me to believe that there was some sort of herbicide. And I'm curious, is that herbicide being applied to all of the brick sidewalks in the village? How often is that being applied? And is the public offered any sort of notice?
When you brought this up last time, I asked Michael about whether we used anything, and he said no. Well, we said because the town uses it in their front yard at Town Hall by the private person that they have hired to take care of their front yard. And Michael said that we do not use. So I will tell him your finding and have him reiterate just to check to make sure for you.
Thank you. And any news as to the public address system? Is that still on deck, or is it, yeah?
Part of the grant that we got through the Justice Court. And when it comes through, it comes through. We've been awarded. God used that funding to work here. When it comes through, we'll get this.
And lastly, as to the planning board vacancy, I can't help but observe every meeting I come to, or just about every meeting. You got Rennell Andrews and Joel Markowitz here, and they just seem so enthusiastic.
Randy's a former member, but he ditched us to go to the staff place.
These guys don't get paid. I get a little bit of money.
What did we ever do to you?
Anyway, I would like to nominate them, or if you prefer me.
Well, we would like to have, that's very commendable, but
of course,
we want people to volunteer rather than be nominated, because sometimes when they get nominated, it turns out they don't want to be in the board. Anybody's eligible, as long as the village residents are more for village residents. They want to be, just send in a little note that they'd like to be considered, and they will be considered along with everybody else.
Well, they're always here anyway, so you probably won't have to worry about not showing up.
Are they always at the planning board meeting?
I don't go to all the planning board meetings, but the ones that I've been to, they've been at.
All right.
Thank you for your time. Welcome back.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes. There was one other thing. As long as you have discussed issues with the town tonight, at the last couple of meetings at the town, there's been discussion of the work on Silesian It's now well over 6 months since the joint meeting, and the trustee liaison from the town, or I guess the councilman liaison, has indicated that all efforts have been made, and essentially the ball is in the village's court, and the process has come to a dead stop. He's been quite specific in saying that they've made all efforts, and for the RFP, the request for proposal, that needed to be crafted, that was supposed to be worked out, I believe, by Mr. Donovan.
Yeah, we discussed
We
that.
talked about this last week.
We discussed that and we authorized him to go forward.
Yeah.
The mayor wasn't here.
He was on vacation, but we took care of that last week. So you can tell
Well, I don't have to.
No, that would be,
I'm not the messenger.
Kyle will bring that, Kyle's a representative on the Joint Rec, he will bring that to the Joint Rec Commission and Councilman Lyons is the member from the town, so at that time we meet. Okay? All right, thank you.
Second, have a good holiday.
Oh, yes, happy Christmas.
Bye.